How you feeling?
Feeling good.
For real?
Feeling good. Are you live?
I'm positive I'm live,
All right.
baby.
No, but I can start now. All right. So this is CrashCast episode 3. Guest Jmoney. This is actually all recorded before Mauer der Toten comes out. Everyone's link, as always, will be in the description. Same thing with the podcast. The podcast link should probably be up just a few hours after this is uploaded. Yeah, by left. So I don't know. Probably gonna be a little bit more zombies talk, but I feel like we're gonna stray away a little bit more from that in this episode's the goal. So
you feel me? Yeah.
Me?
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
Today we have a special guest on. He means so much to me, bro. He doesn't even understand. I got pictures of him all across my room. This is the man, not the myth, not the legend, because that's somebody else apparently on the Discord. But we've got.
To be honest, this is the Jmoney fan club. This is why we started this, was to interact with Jmoney, and this is the goal. This is our last episode. We completed the goal. It was to talk with Jmoney on a live podcast. So yeah, this is it. We've completed it. This will be the last one.
This is the last episode.
The finale.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you for having me on.
Dude, first question, bro. Jmoney.
Go for it.
Where did that come from?
Okay. It's actually a COD related story. So
wow.
Before, I'm a big South Park fan. I've been a South Park fan since I don't know, whenever. But there's an episode and there's this character Mimsy. And I thought that episode was funny. So I wanted to be Mimsy. And I was in a Xbox live chat with one of my friends. And he said, you should make your name The Last Mimsy. I had no idea it was a movie. I had zero idea. So I get in a COD lobby, and I'm in there, and I'm it's the first 30 seconds, so I'm talking smack. I'm not going to swear yet. But we're yeah, Silky's got it up on his screen. But so I'm talking all kinds of smack, and I'm like a squeaker, and someone goes like, shut up, kid, you're named after a bear. And this movie, The Last Mimsy, is just about some bear. So I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And
that was your name, The Last Mimsy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It didn't last long. But so my cousin would always call me he would call his brother R Money, and I'd be like J Money. So that's what I changed my name to.
So you stole it from your cousin?
Well, he gave me the nickname.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah.
J Money. R Money, where is R Money? Is he Jmoney26 or what about the numbers?
Actually,
bro?
I think he was also a 26.
Wow.
Dang.
Where'd those come from? Just random?
I think his was his birthday, but mine was my first football number that I got to pick.
Damn, you play football?
Yeah. I rode the bench. I played.
Okay, that's what's up though. What position did you play?
I played a few throughout. I played center and linebacker when I was fatter, and then I switched to receiver safety.
I played football, did absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I went to this very, very small school. We only had a varsity team, but it was we had our star athletes.
Were you forced on there as a freshman, or was there tryouts?
This is my sophomore year, but it was if you wanted to play, they would let you, no matter who you were. We had some kicker. It was
our
just some scrawny kid that played soccer. That was our kicker. All of our linemen were international students from literal Japan, and they didn't speak any English. So trying to get them to
were they big boys though?
Yeah,
holding down the trenches.
They were super huge, but it was just trying. The language barrier was fat. Trying to get them to be yo, just push the dude or anything. They just didn't understand. But it was cool. We won CIF. Which is California, mid-state or whatever. It's cool.
Big ups.
Did you play any sports?
No, I played soccer when I was 8, 7.
For real?
For a year.
Go.
Yeah. That's it. I'm not a sports person. I'm computer person.
You left.
Yeah.
I used to play baseball.
I found out the hard way.
Baseball?
That I was more of a computer person.
How many years? How old were you?
Yeah.
Well, I always liked sports and I liked doing it, but I was never the most physically built or athletic. So even after I get out of practice or something, I'd go home and play GTA.
Nice.
Just hop on games and all that.
Yeah, other kids are out there still practicing. You just I'm done.
We'd be sitting there talking about Madden and stuff while we're at football practice. So.
Yeah, I feel it's everybody though. Yeah. I personally, I don't even like sports at all. I think sports are stupid.
I'm so bored. The entire time, even while playing, I was just bored out of my mind.
Football is the most barbaric thing we've ever come out with in the last century.
It's so sick though.
I mean, it's cool. I personally do not care about sports at all, and I don't know.
I feel that. I feel like I shouldn't even care about sports because like I'm from Michigan and we have the worst team in every sport currently.
Especially for football, yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think the Red Wings have been shit forever, so we don't even get Hockey Town anymore. That's gone. The Tigers, I don't even want to talk about them. I haven't watched the Tigers game since like 2014. And then like the Lions, first of all, we're the first team to go like completely defeated, lost every single game. We somehow, they always somewhat build your expectations and then you just get fucked.
Right. Yeah.
And then
it's like Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Pistons aren't any better.
Damn.
At least not like Blake Griffin literally paid to leave. I'm pretty sure. I'm not big on basketball, but I know he literally paid his way out of the city. We forced one of the greatest players like Barry Sanders retire early, forced Calvin Johnson retire early, and then we made them pay us back. Like, I can't escape.
Then I guess follow-up question, since you're not really a sports guy, neither are any of us.
Yeah.
What was the first
let's chill
game?
on the sports talk. That all the gamers already left.
Yeah. Before we started the podcast, we were talking about what got us into PC gaming in particular. You said that you played Minecraft.
Yeah. I got Minecraft on the 360 literally the day it came out.
Yep.
Damn.
I think a lot of us
I
did.
stayed home from school that day. I think I still have like my first ever like Minecraft world. It's like sick to go back to.
Damn.
But then I got a laptop for Christmas one year, and like I begged and begged and begged to get Minecraft. I finally got it, and I didn't play it for over a year after I got it because I was completely technologically illiterate, and I downloaded like the Linux version of it, and I was wondering why I wouldn't run. So when I finally figured out that I had the wrong version, I got back on there, and then you kind of get into like you get in Minecraft, you get into modding. So then like the whole like percent app data going in there, manipulating files and stuff.
Checking the .minecraft
turning your gamma off so you don't need torches or anything.
All of these things.
And then like after that, got a pre-built computer and just completely like I got that in like 2014. I just recently took the parts I had in there and put it into a new case for my streaming computer. But I stripped everything out of it, replaced it, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just like big Legos that you can actually do shit on.
Any YouTubers that inspired you?
Well, back from Minecraft. I didn't watch a whole lot of Minecraft YouTubers, honestly. It was just YouTubers that also played Minecraft. Like I'd watch a little here and there, but it's like, why am I watching this when I can just do it? Like it's just people like building huge shit. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go build and watch something else.
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
I feel like out of all games, I think Minecraft has probably converted more people to PC gaming than any game out there. Because I hear a lot of people with the same story.
Yeah, for sure.
I can understand that.
I was playing Minecraft. Like I originally got I started playing on PC because of World at War for custom zombies, and then I kind of stopped. I went back after playing custom. Like I only played customs on PC, and I didn't really touch PC again until it's like, oh, Minecraft, this is coming out on Xbox at some point. And then I started playing it on PC because I didn't want to wait. And then I played it for like 4 or 5 months on PC, and then it launched on the Xbox. And like the day it launched, I bought it, and I was like, this version kind of sucks because it was so far behind. Like it really was. The world was limited. It was literally
like updates and updates behind.
It was like a year behind, and I'm like, I've been playing for 4 months now on this computer. Yeah, it's at 10 frames. But like I'm not playing this version that ain't like it's got a limited world. I got to the edge of the world already. Whereas the PC version's always been unlimited. It wasn't like the Xbox one was boxed in.
Yeah.
So
probably a hot take, but I kind of liked that where there was a limited world.
But you can do that on PC. You can force limit it.
Limited world generation, like the border.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like it when like you wanted to build out further, or whatever, and you're stuck. But it gave you a specific area, and it's like, okay, build all this. Like you can fill that area out. It feels like less of a task.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Cause you just so what's the word? You're so creatively like free that you had to be bound just so you could get something on paper.
Kinda. It just felt like you understood the area more. Like in Minecraft, I feel like I'm always searching for like that one area to build at.
I got
like
you.
To start.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're stuck here, so just like work it, and if you don't like it, just start a new one.
I get that. That's almost adds like a different challenge to it when you have a limit. Yeah.
It's like instead of the world's so huge in like PC and whatever. Like you can set limits, but I don't want to.
I have a hard time settling in Minecraft.
Yeah, and then like you don't know where to go next. But like if it's all boxed in, then you're like, okay, well let's build something over here, and then we can get like this going. I don't know. Dude, I thought it was pretty fun.
What was the first game either you got into or got you into PC gaming?
It was Minecraft also.
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Yeah, I played the free version, the one where you could just be in
cracked version. Yeah.
No. It wasn't cracked. It was like a free version.
Play Minecraft.free.com.
Oh, the one. Okay, so that was before they had the launcher, right? They had like pretty much their source code. You can pull up a browser and do it. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
That was still a thing while I was in like high school too.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I kind of started. We had these Chromebooks in 6th grade and 7th grade, and I used to like low key. It was kind of like my hustle thing. People would like pay me in those times to get it on their computer for them because I wasn't like tech savvy, but I wasn't.
You knew more than like the average person.
YouTube was like,
what was up?
You know, all you had to do was Google it. But I used to like charge them like probably like $5-10.
Man, it's hustling.
Get Minecraft on their computer.
Yeah, that's a good hustle.
See, I would do that for free. Like that's
when I started playing at the library. We had a library across the street from my middle school, and me and my friend would go over there, and we had the cracked version of Minecraft, so we could only play like cracked servers, and that was how we got into like playing prison and like factions and stuff like that, and then we moved on to like the actual edition of the game.
That's pretty fun.
Saved.
You guys ever played like the Hunger Games and stuff like that?
Oh my god,
like the first taste of BR.
Games.
Yeah, definitely. Survival games. Oh man, all of that. Hunger Games, survival games. What was the other one?
Fun.
There was also came out a little later, but I remember that was really fun still. What else was there?
There was like Block Hunt too. That was really early.
Yeah,
it was like prop hunt with blocks.
What was your guys' favorite server back then?
I don't even remember.
I played survival. I didn't really play any mini games.
I always like my Mineplex.
Yeah, I think we
definitely played on that.
And CubeCraft. There was one called CubeCraft. I like that one. Then there was some other like PvP ones. I was never good at PvP. I was
no people. I don't know. I don't understand people that get cracked at Minecraft PvP.
Yeah,
there's so much. I mean, like, take your path or whatever, but like, there's so many other games where to commit to being better at.
I don't know. People were really. I found out about Leafy. He was actually like a PvP YouTuber for Minecraft.
That's where he started.
Yeah, definitely. Like
I can see.
I remember
Minecraft.
him like he used to just do like cut comms of him like getting into fights in like these open zones with people. People had like these custom texture packs for like low fire and like tiny swords. It was pretty cool.
See, that's my backup plan. COD, if anything happens with COD, I'm going straight to Minecraft PvP.
You were a Minecraft YouTuber.
I did, but I never did PvP. I started off with like
people.
survival servers. Like I was never big into the PvP because to me it felt too connection based. Like it was kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah.
And people can cheat on it so easy and you don't get banned. It's not like you do get banned, but it's a lot harder. Like, there's so many people who just cheat on that and never get caught.
Less moderation.
Yeah.
I used to hack in Minecraft. I'm not gonna lie.
Although, like, one of the things about Minecraft,
I'm not gonna lie. I would do that at Hunger Games.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone does.
Those clients were fire.
See, I'm the one person.
I use it to show me where the chests were because like everyone already came in there to know where the maps are. I just hop in there.
They had the ESP. They had the kill aura. They had all of those things were going crazy.
And I don't cheat at all, so it's like I feel like you two out of the 4 left. Have you used cheats in Minecraft Online?
I have never used
any. So 50% of the people. That's what I'm saying. About 50% of the people are playing against probably got them.
Minecraft is fine, and that's pretty much it. I've never really done much of it.
One thing about Minecraft is I think that's the most fun experience I've had playing a game when you first start playing it. Like just the learning everything. Yeah. Like if I could play one game again, if I could just completely wipe my memory of a game, I think Minecraft might be that game. Like just remembering those first few weeks of Minecraft when you're looking things up, it's like there's a nether, I can get this, and I can like figuring all that out.
There's something like once you think you figured out something, there's always like the next step up.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's just
like, there's not really any games that I can remember my first time playing. but I can remember Minecraft.
Like 1,000. I can remember my base. I can remember all of it.
And like sitting in there the whole night, just holding my sword in a corner, like scared as fuck. Thinking,
oh my
like,
god, that
I'm about to just get like railed on by all these mobs.
You guys,
like,
I mean, personally, if I could play a game for the first time all over again, I would probably go to Fortnite again. Like, if I could, like, for the first time, I think I haven't had, like, that first month, 2 months in playing Fortnite were some of my, like, highlights in gaming ever.
That was really special, too.
Like, Fortnite does not get enough credit for how much fun it was as, like,
exactly
in the early stages.
It's this thing, I don't know if it's just, like, the louder, younger generation of people that play stuff, but, like, a game will be huge and groundbreaking, like Fortnite, and like have all these cross platforms. You can play like with your phone with somebody on a computer and on an Xbox and a Switch.
Yeah, totally.
And this game will do all this, like popularize the battle pass, which, you know, say what you want about it, but every game's doing it now.
That's what I literally said that yesterday. I said, like, it popularized the battle pass. And they're like,
exactly.
It like it pretty much, like, who you think really put it out there like that?
Yeah, and like they made it so all these emotes and everything, like it added like another aspect of it. Like my favorite part about games is just BMing people. Like teabagging's always been a thing, and then you can literally like dab on them or hit like some Doja Cat shit on a UFO after you fuck somebody up.
Like,
like. But I feel like if you were wipe your memory and go back to Fortnite, I think you're thinking about going back to like the day or when it came out or when it started getting popular.
Yeah,
with Minecraft, I can see like you can wipe your memory and just go play it, and you'd probably still have the same experience you had the first time you ever played it.
Yeah, for sure.
With Fortnite, you hop in there now, and there's like it's a completely different thing.
No.
Like everyone already knows how to build.
You're gonna hate it.
Hell
like if you got to reset to go to Fortnite, everybody else has to reset to get that experience back.
That's because Minecraft is the most consistent game we've ever seen, probably. Like
consistent
across the board. Since this came out, any update after has just been like addition, you know. It hasn't been anything that really takes from itself. It hasn't changed its core gameplay.
I don't think so.
If you get every iteration of COD is different.
I can't
like Fortnite's completely different now. Whatever game you play right now,
I can't think of any like real updates to Minecraft that really have like made people angry or upset.
It depends on what you play.
Changes
there were bugs, but that's inevitable. But in terms of core gameplay, you're always gonna hit some trees and build your house. You know what I mean? Like you're never ever changing that, no matter what.
I do think
Bedrock. That's different.
When it comes to like villager trading, especially in survival servers, like villager trading got completely reworked, and it reworked the entire kind of economy of the game. I did an update after I stopped playing, but it used to be previously you could make villager farms and you could essentially get whatever you wanted. You could have unlimited diamond of everything. It's not the same. You could AFK. You could have an AFK like iron farm, and then within 10 minutes of logging into a server, you could have a maxed out like full set of gold armor, every enchantment you wanted in about 10 to 15 minutes of playing. And if you die 10 to 15 minutes later, completely get back to where you were at. And then they completely updated that. Blurry. Same thing with like redstone stuff. They sometimes break stuff with farms. And I know the PvP update. There was I'm not a PvP up
1.9.
There was a big PvP update that kind of got a lot. That's probably the
most inconsistent it's ever been. Was right there.
I think there's a few ones.
Oh I would say that would be the one that would have pissed me off. Yeah, when it goes from spam swinging to time your swing. It made PvP less fun, but I understand how they thought about it, trying to like balance it.
Right.
Instead of like who can fuck their mouse up the fastest.
The people that do like the slide clicks. Oh, I don't even know what I just did. It's like this new form of clicking now in Minecraft that like you want a worse mouse and you have to like rub off all like the oil or whatever that's on like the actual mouse itself, just so you can get faster clicks. But PvE, if I'm playing like solo and playing as mobs, I want to just spam click. I don't want to
exactly. I wish there was a way. Well, there probably is, definitely. No, there's definitely like plugins and stuff to where you can change it to like
a lot of servers still use the older combat. Because a lot of people didn't really like it.
But I definitely prefer like the spam hit.
Yeah, it should be an option in there. Hopefully later in the game, there's like an option to revert certain settings, right?
Yeah, for like even
for like a single player world or something.
If it's harder to do for servers or something, like it should be definitely a thing for offline play.
You're right.
I mean, you can if you really wanted to, you just get a mod for it, and it pretty much.
Yeah.
That's why they probably want to do it.
We're saying like a more accessible setting. Like, Minecraft mods, it really, I think with games and stuff, they don't really support like mod creators and people that make all this extra content for games that they like. Like Nintendo will shoot down and like DMCA everything, but with Minecraft from the get go, they're like, yeah, do whatever. And it's like,
Minecraft,
and then they will sometimes
really
take those things and put it like into the game and like credit them.
I've seen that a lot,
which is really cool.
But
I think a lot of games can learn from that.
Nintendo won't let you even like stream certain games.
If we say they're not,
you couldn't even put it on like YouTube. They would,
you couldn't.
They would straight up just claim everything. Like, nobody would even make money off of it. It's not like that's like the main thing, but these big YouTubers who want to play these games were so discouraged from doing it because it was just like they're working for free that day.
Exactly. And I'm sure if we keep saying Nintendo, they'll probably claim this podcast too. So we probably should.
Yeah, just for saying it.
If we say Nintendo 10 times, they automatically claim it.
We're like, yeah, that's us.
That's our name.
They have some of the most loved IPs and properties and all that, and they're so super protective over them.
Are they you guys' favorite game franchise, Nintendo?
Yeah, I think Pokemon would be my favorite game franchise.
And Legend of Zelda.
Favorite game? Wow, favorite game franchise? I think mine is Call of Duty. Not gonna lie to you.
Might be hard. It's either Pokemon or Call of Duty for me. Either one.
I see that Pokeball peeking on your desk, Lego.
Oh, I see.
Oh wow!
I did not.
Is that for Let's Go?
Yeah, no, it's for Pokemon Go. Well, it's for
I guess it's for both.
Can be used for both, but I use it for Pokemon Go.
You still play that a lot?
I honestly, from the day it launched till the day I started uploading daily videos, I played it every single day for multiple hours. Like it was kind of my main game. And towards the start of this year, when I hit 20K subs, I was like, you know what? I can spend hours like doing the daily crap in Pokemon Go, or I could just go full force. Or I can just go full.
Were you always like walking around, going about, and doing all that stuff, or you have that GPS thing?
No, I always walked. I pretty much don't cheat in anything. I'm pretty straight edge when it comes to not cheating in games. That's a pretty big thing for me. But no, I actually lost a lot of weight. Like the year before Pokemon Go came out, like I probably lost close to 100 pounds, like from like Pokemon Go walking. Have you not seen Have you not seen the big Lego picture that I posted in Discord before?
I seen it.
Yeah, that was a year, or that was right around before Pokemon Go came out. Left, and that's the transformation.
Give me some, bro. 100 pounds.
No,
give me some right here, bro.
I'm afraid I'll move my mic. I don't.
No, go ahead, give me some. There we go. Appreciate you. 100 pounds, bro. That's
pretty huge.
That's
not literally. You know what I mean? Like that's a huge.
It might not have been 100, but like I don't know. I never weigh myself. Like that's the thing. Like it was just something where like my goal wasn't to lose weight. It was just my goal is to get shinies.
He weighs himself.
You gotta hatch some eggs somehow.
Like my goal is to get shinies, so I didn't keep track. I don't know exactly how much I lost. Like I don't know, 100 might be exaggerated, but it like Left. You saw the picture. It was a pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
It was a pretty big change.
He weighs himself with a Pokédex.
That was probably one of the best times for like games. Like that year Pokemon Go came out, everyone was out doing that.
That's another.
You go anywhere,
right
you'd be like, "You playing?" I'd be like, yeah.
Oh, hey,
that was another big milestone for gaming. I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's still like
kind
that.
Of fell off fast in terms of like.
I mean,
people still obviously play it and all that, but
because it came out during summer and when school hit back and work and all these other things.
When I went back to school, I thought everybody was just gonna be playing it in like the hall and everything.
Yeah,
it literally just dropped the day we went there.
That's a fact. And that's it's still one of those games that's like one of those huge like titans in terms of like certain time periods when like things were revolving. No other game has really had that type of movement, I think.
Mm-mm.
Like especially how many people they got out of their house. Yeah, dude. What?
Yeah, it literally got everybody to go outside, even if they knew Pokemon or not. They're still playing it.
Genius idea.
I think it's still big, but it's not like mass. Like it achieved a level where it was so massive that it was like. Insane.
You don't think it was that big, dude?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's pretty big now. Like it's still big now, but it's nowhere near what. But nothing's near where it was.
Right at the start, it was insane.
Like nothing has reached that level of like.
It wasn't even like the first game to do that. I'm pretty sure all of like the Pokestops and all that, where all that data was lifted from a whole nother game.
From
Ingress,
like, the
same concept.
Yep.
I think it just came out at the right time, literally.
Yeah.
Timing plays huge.
You know that started as a Google April Fool's joke. They're like, yeah, we're gonna update Google Maps so you can catch Pokemon
go on,
Real World.
Like, Google Earth and try to find. Like,
and then
Pokemon and stuff.
they started.
I remember that because they came out with like a trailer where like some dude was like catching like a Blastoise or something.
And like the
Like
AR
in a mountain, and it was
Yep.
like, yeah, it was all AR. It looked like
Yeah.
hyper realistic and all that, and they're just
Totally,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's not a thing. But then they saw the whole demand for it, and then like Nintendo got like Niantic to just go crazy on it.
People were
Yep.
trying to say that there was some conspiracy about like that. This happens with everything, but they were like, this is like a multi-surveillance company that's trying to find yourself or something. Like I don't know, but
They
what
already
makes you
got that
think-
data.
That's what I'm saying.
If you have
like,
your
that's-
phone,
Go's
they
not
already
doing
have
that.
it.
That's,
how you
they
gonna
already
say that?
have
How
it.
you gonna tweet that out on your mobile phone? They already know
I
where
think
you
I
are.
guess the only thing they're really getting is if you're using the AR and showing exactly where you're at, like live.
I mean, I'm
Who
sure they
cares
could
about what
probably
you're
already
doing right now,
see
bro?
what's
Yeah.
on your camera regardless if they really wanted to. So if you already got your phone on you, having an
They already
extra
got
app
the microchip.
isn't gonna
I'm
make it
here
anymore.
just taking a poop or just catching a Blastoise or something. You know what I mean? What they gonna do?
Yeah.
They're not gonna really
If you got
care.
Blastoise spawning at your house, though, that's kind of tight.
That would be sick.
I would only get like Rattatas here, and I'm like,
I got
gotta
sand
go
shrews
find
where I'm
something.
at, and no Pokestops because I'm in like a newly developed area, so there were no Pokestops when that was popular.
That sucks.
Yeah,
But at least you got to like, if you had the means to just go further out and just.
yeah.
go
If,
find
yeah, I had a
stuff.
bike.
So we
and I
we
just
used to
went.
just like drive around and somebody would have it open. They'd be like, "Oh, pull over there."
Yeah,
Go
Yeah.
get it.
I used to be
There was even an
checking
app
Reddit.
that would show you where Pokemon were at and the times.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
like you just hit it, you hit directions, you go there, and you take it out.
See,
Then like Nintendo shot that down so fast that was only up for like a few weeks.
it didn't seem like too bad. It just felt like more like a community, like what do you call it? Like a community page or something. Like, hey, look, I'm here in this area. There's a
Well,
sunlight over
I
here,
don't think
you
it
know?
was taken from like people would be like, "Hey, I saw this, pin this on the map." It was literally like it had the Pokemon Go data somehow.
Oh,
I
And
know.
it was showing
okay, yeah.
exactly in real time where everything was at.
I know exactly how those work. And the reason they shut it down wasn't because they wanted people to know the location. So essentially it had a bunch of bot accounts, and the bot accounts would roam in an area, back and forth, clicking, finding everything, the times they spawn and all that stuff. And the issue with that is you guys remember when Pokemon Go launched, there was a lot of server issues. Those had massive implications because now
True.
that was counting for hundreds of accounts because they've got accounts just sweeping back and forth, gathering that data.
Yeah.
And they shut them down because it was causing a lot of the server issues because that was a massive strain for their servers going on. So that was the main reason for
Yeah, that makes sense.
uh,
It's kind of like not involuntary, but they didn't really think about it, and it was almost like a DDoS attack.
yeah.
They just taking up all the server space.
So when do you start
Another
YouTube,
What do you
Jmoney?
think about that?
What'd you say?
When do you start YouTube? Like, what was your? I know you kind of blew up in Modern Warfare, but what was your first introduction to?
I started YouTube in 2014. I was 14 years old, and I was making like Minecraft
Those videos still exist? Can we watch those?
Honestly, actually, the other day I thought they were gone forever. I have them deleted off my channel, but I've been using like the same account or whatever for all my PCs. And in my OneDrive, I actually found all the raw, unedited
Oh,
footage of like my very first like Minecraft videos, literally last night.
Oh, nice. Face cam and everything.
No face cam.
Aw.
I didn't do any of that. I hardly even had like a mic set up. It was just like
Yeah.
the very basic pull out the laptop, record.
Bro had static. in his life.
Bandicam.com. Is that the website?
No,
that
no, I
people
still
use?
use OBS. I wasn't a Bandicam kid.
yep.
I mean, I still had
With the little,
standards.
I can see it
What
now.
was that intro music? Bwam, bwam, bwam,
I had one of those intros.
See,
I
I
had one of those intros at
I
one
can see
time.
it now.
was bad.
no, it was last
It was like
Mimsy.
one of those, like you go to like intromaker.com, you throw in your logo PNG,
I
a
hate
ball would roll down and hit dominoes and it would show it. It was one of those.
He had one of those like bowling like little graphics.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was like
Strike.
you hit a strike in bowling. It
That's
was that
funny.
bad.
Then last Mimsy pops up, Bandit
Just
Cam
some
logo in the
random-
corner.
No,
Comes
I
out of
had changed.
nowhere.
I had changed the name before then. The name change happened right before the channel was made.
Nice.
I think I made the channel because it's right. What happened was like the Google Plus thing, where they thought that was gonna be a huge thing.
Oh,
and They
yeah.
just started displaying like your full name
Yep.
as your thing. So I had to make the new channel, and I made it just so I could just not have like my full name displayed every time like I put up a video.
I don't know if this is a weird question, but if there was one person that you could collab with, in like any YouTuber or even, yeah, just because it's YouTuber that you could collab with, who would it be?
There's so many to like pick from. Like I used to watch a lot of like The Crew, if you guys know them. Like they played COD a while back. They mainly like stream now. A lot of like the old time YouTube just like streamers now.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick somebody, I think it would be Legion, because he still plays COD. He streams it all the time. He's always streaming like when I'm like up and like making videos and stuff. So I'm always watching him. He's hilarious. He's good at COD. I feel like it'd be an all around like great time.
What about you, Left? Who would be your number one? Not Uzi, bro. Even though we know how much you love Lil Uzi.
Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro.
Who would be your number one YouTube? I'm not. Nah, I love Uzi, but who would it be?
YouTuber?
YouTuber or streamer? You know, whatever.
Or streamer? Asu.
Yeah, I knew you would say that. Yeah, the guy that he plays Apex, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he used to be in pro for Apex for NRG, but then he switched over to being a content creator for them and doing Valorant.
Nice. So. But you, Lego,
you
can't say Papa J.
No,
can't say Papa J 456.
Trying to think out of all the YouTubers. I don't know. A lot of the older content, like Jmoney said, a lot of the old COD YouTubers don't really do a lot of COD anymore.
Even still, like an older Call of Duty or like an older YouTuber at their prime, or when you watch them the most
at their prime, like I don't know. I watched a lot of Woody's Gamertag. I feel like that'd be a pretty cool collab. You guys probably don't even remember what that is. Yeah, it's like
I feel like
it's a way older COD tuber. Current COD tuber, I don't know. I've always had a lot of respect for Prestige's Key. I love the way like formats his content. Kind of love the vibe of his videos.
I've never felt lied to watch one of his videos.
Exactly. Like I feel like you've got a direct, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of my content on my channel has been heavily inspired from Prestige. So I don't know, hanging out and like doing like some sort of collab with Prestige, I feel like would be pretty chill.
That's cute.
I saw you replied to your tweet like yesterday or today. You're in there.
Dude, hit him up in the DMs. Send him a little, you know, winky face
a little
winky,
winky.
Yeah.
Send him the silky
Send
naughty.
him a voice message of like, you know, just go full blast into his DMs. Me personally, though, if I could pick a YouTuber that I would love to collaborate with, it would be Berleezy. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's one of the funniest people
I had a
ever
feeling
watched.
say that.
This guy, he started off in 2016. He used to do those. He used to like roast like the intros to cartoons and stuff like that. You ever seen like the roasting Phineas and Ferb live, and you called him like the Dorito, where you would like roast like
I've
the
probably
Dora
seen
intro.
that like clip of it.
It was super viral. It was like the biggest thing that has happened back then. But now he does YouTube, and he's like super hilarious. If you guys never get to see him, check him out. He's one of my personal favorites. So he's a funny guy.
Do you guys remember who you first started watching on YouTube? Like, do you remember?
Whoa.
Probably Sky does Minecraft.
Yeah. He
Probably
was definitely one of the earlier ones.
I mean,
probably Ryan Higa.
Probably.
Oh yeah.
And Dominatrix. Dominatrix was that name?
I can't remember.
It was the guy that was like with him sometimes. He did like the other breakdancing guy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
I think I know kind of who you're talking about. I didn't really start like watching specific YouTubers. I had been watching YouTube for like forever, but I would just go to like the homepage and just, you know, click on things or whatever. Like the trending tab, like I don't go on it now. I think the first person I actually like fully started watching and subbing to would probably have been the Happy Wheel series from PewDiePie. Like that was kind of my first introduction to like,
I forgot about
like
that.
the like right around when the Happy Wheel stuff started, probably like the first 10 or so episodes, like 10, 11, 12, and that was like the main first like
the peak of
YouTuber
Flash games was Happy Wheels.
Happy
So
Wheels
that was so much fun.
I never got a chance to really play it.
Yeah, that's all I played in school.
It still holds up.
It was
like,
so
if
fun
you
in
want to do
school.
something on stream besides hold your clothes. Go ahead and play some Happy Wheels.
I think the other day I went on to the Google's offline screen, the dinosaur game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and played that once. There's like actual leaderboards for it too, if you guys. It's pretty fun.
Oh man.
I think when I started watching YouTube, like probably the first thing I ever looked up on YouTube was like Pokemon theme song.
Not yoga sex.
Like yeah,
Oh
that wasn't on there yet. That wasn't on there
That's
yet.
the new age. That's the new age stuff that kids are watching when they first get on YouTube.
I can't believe that's on there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Times have changed. For real. You should see some of the stuff in Twitch categories too, man.
They're just as bad.
Dude, I had to go buy a spinning wheel on Amazon just to keep up, bro. I'm about to go put a bunch
I'm getting
of
the hot
rewards and
tub
stuff on
installed next week. I'm already past the meta.
it. I'll do you one up. A waterbed.
Oh no. Oh no.
Easy, bro. Easy. Just a waterbed.
I'm about to get one of those ear mics. The ears on the side, just start doing ASMR.
Those, oh yeah, the ones that have like the left channel and the right.
Yeah.
About to start licking them.
Have you?
I
Those
don't
things are
know.
like $800. You know that?
Really?
They're
Wow.
so. I maybe not 800, but they're up there. They're expensive.
It's probably two separate really good mics on both sides. So
Yeah.
Oh no, they're really high end, and I'm talking like I remember we watched one on stream one time. It was some guy. He's fairly older. He had no shirt on, and he started going like this around his mic, like fluttering his fingers. And Lego, I don't know. He kind of left after that. I don't know where he went, but it was pretty wild watching that. He seemed to
imagine
enjoy it.
spending $800 on a mic to just lick it.
Hey,
But they're making.
you don't
quadruple
understand how
that.
much money
I
they're
mean,
making.
Yeah,
They
bro.
wouldn't- they
that
wouldn't
is
have to
such
spend-
a
There's
slight
one for
investment for them.
$2,000.
They wouldn't have to
Like,
spend $800
If
on
I
it. They're
could
just
just sit here
gonna
and
lick
lick
it.
my mic, you best believe I'm doing it.
You could probably do it with a
Counter
cheaper
argument
mic.
is,
They're not gonna
imagine
know.
making $800 just from licking your mic. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Imagine making $8,000 just from licking your mic.
I,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Tell
I'd
me
lick
you wouldn't
whatever,
do that.
bro.
Look
I
me in
got
the
a
eyes and
channel
say you
reward.
wouldn't.
No, I'd do it for 100.
$100, bro?
I'd lick my mic right now for $100. Yeah, I would. You wouldn't lick your mic for $100.
I mean, if that's how you roll.
You throat goat it for free channel points.
What are you talking about? No, I don't. No, I don't.
What are your
I ain't
channel
never
point
did that
rewards?
before,
Nah,
bro.
nah, he only did the tip. That don't count.
Okay. I guess if you're still watching the podcast at this point, I have to say, I was wrong. Oh my gosh, look, he was wrong, and he submitted. Oh my gosh, yes, I was wrong. The new grenades coming out from Mauer der Toten are going to be a new craftable item
I should have
across
started with that.
all games.
Exactly.
I did not expect them to go so lame and implement these things with such
Yeah,
a
that
weird
is pretty
route.
wild.
So,
What
unfortunately,
is
do
the
that?
new nade? I've only seen like what
Whack.
they look like. What do
They
do?
are
It's a
Gersh
Gersh
devices.
devices.
If you've played
Exactly.
Ascension or Moon, they're these little
I was so casual and caught up until last year.
these
Yeah.
Gersh devices are this almost like, I don't even know how to just. It's like this big kind of box thing that you throw it, and these two traps. It looks like an essence trap almost, except it doesn't just suck one up. It sucks everything into like this whole. It spawns up this portal, and around it is like this crazy dimension that
you can go
just
through it
sucks
too.
Is that what you
Yeah.
guys were talking about yesterday? And how it like sends them to the aether?
Yeah.
And how
Yeah,
that
that's-
like
Yeah.
wouldn't
It,
work
it was
on, like,
the majority of what we
D-Machine?
talked about
I
on the
thought it would
last
be funny on
podcast.
D-Machine.
It was
Like
like
hop into the aether.
we
and
just
get
we talked about that for
demolished.
like half the time, but turns out DX unfortunately is not here to celebrate the victory with me. But yeah, Silky had left completely
Oh, no,
wrong
he's
about
around.
it.
Whatever,
Around.
dude. I don't care.
No, he's
There's no
definitely
way.
around.
There's no
Alright,
way.
man.
It definitely won't be craftable. That would make no sense.
I was
sounds
speculating that
lame.
it'd be like a buildable thing. You know, you go up
I
to
thought it
it,
was
you
gonna be
build
like an
it.
Aethoscope.
Some type of equipment that you can grab or something. Yeah, like the Aether Scope. I would personally be a big fan of that. I just don't know why
Yeah.
everything's got to be like craftable or.
I feel like
it's-
they're just trying to find a way to fit it into like the Cold War format without having to like drastically change all the maps.
That's true, but I want it to be like Mauer der Toten specific.
I know.
I wanted some
I
map
think
with
it's a win.
personality.
Getting it on the maps is a W. I don't think it's going to take anything away from it not
Yeah.
having it on Mauer
And-
Toten if you
No,
get to
it's
use
cool,
it on
And you gotta
cool.
think
Oh, yeah,
that
'cause
not
it has one
everybody
weapon.
that plays zombies is like a round-based player. Like the Outbreak community, I feel like it's a huge community, but it's mostly
know that.
silent. Like you don't
Yeah.
hear a whole lot of people talking about it, so they also can get to experience all the new stuff in
That's
Outbreak.
true. I think your casual gamer definitely prefers Outbreak or
I'll-
Or
I,
D-
I
Even
had
D-Machine.
I have some
Yeah.
friends who started playing zombies like with Cold War, and they started with Outbreak because it's like much more spaced out, less like stressful, it's easier, and then they moved into round base. So
Yeah,
it
that's
might be a
true, yeah.
stepping stone to round based, or people just might prefer the openness.
that
and
week
just
they
the
made the
difference
game
of it.
free. The week they made the game free was like, I think that was huge for Call of Duty because they were like that's where they realized how much push that Outbreak had on the community. There were so many people playing Outbreak. They had like literally millions of people playing because it was a free to play thing at the time. Anyone who didn't even own the game could just load in or download it and play it out. And that was
Yeah.
like that was
Um,
huge though.
They're also gonna make Mauer der Toten free next week.
Yep.
So-
Are you serious?
All free
Yeah.
to play.
Yep.
So like,
Let's go.
oh wow, that's amazing.
I didn't hear
didn't know
about that.
Yeah, that's cool. You just confirm?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Where you hear that from, bro?
All right.
It was on
patch
their
notes,
blog.
Their blog post. Same thing we found out the thing was craftable from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Some of us read that because we make videos on that.
Man, I was just, bro, it just seems so whack, bro. Like, I don't know, but I will say I'm super excited for this map. As I've said in every other podcast episode, I think this is going to be the craziest thing out.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
We'll see.
I've stayed mostly blind to it though. I like to go into things and like discover it while I'm there. Like
Yep.
That's usually
That's
how I
like
am
it's
with
hard
maps.
to like not get spoiled on things nowadays. Like you can't go on anything if you don't want.
I got spoiled for the Pack-a-Punch
yeah,
camo.
the Pack-a-Punch, yeah.
I haven't
I did
seen
too,
it.
and I probably contributed to it because I liked it. It looked
This is on
it looked
Discord.
sick. It
It
looks
does.
nice.
Oh my god, it looks amazing. If you
I
haven't
haven't
I was
seen
just
it,
excited to see that they're changing it instead of
Me
having
too,
it like
me
the
too.
same.
I
honestly
I
forgot
didn't
what it
think.
looked like.
I think we've talked about that before, and I thought that it was never gonna happen. I thought they
Yeah.
would never change the Pack-a-Punch camo, but the fact that they literally like came out with a new one, I don't know. Now they're raising the bar for themselves a little high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Firebase-Z
could
was
possibly
just
open the door
repeat.
for them to go back and change like Firebase-Z and make it to a different
Hopefully.
Pack-a-Punch camo.
I
That'd be
really
pretty
do
cool.
hope.
But that's reaching.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We were speculating if they would even go back and update an older map. I don't think they would do something like that. If for anything, they need to add another arsenal on D Machine.
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
like I know you guys are more like D machine players, and I'm like way more of a Firebase-Z player. I don't know if that comes from because I it's way easier to grind on there. Like you
True.
can do so much more. You don't have to run to a specific part of the map to go upgrade or do all that. The only place you really need to go is to like Pack-a-Punch by your perks, and then there's a mannequin at every corner of the map. If you want to get
Yeah.
like your armor and all that.
I see it.
I don't know what I don't like about Firebase-Z, but I just don't.
I don't like turning on the power. Legitimately, if the power was a switch, I would probably prefer it over D Machina. It's
I don't
1,000%
mind
the
the power.
generator.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I
I
feel
don't.
like
I
it's
don't
fun,
mind it
but still.
either. I feel like when I'm loading into Firebase-Z, I feel like, damn, I wish I was playing D Machine. Sometimes. I don't know why, and it's not like Orda. Orda's cool sometimes, except if you're high rounding.
Yeah. Well, but then also you got to think about it. If you're trying to high round on it, like I'm not gonna talk like I go crazy high rounds, but like it's almost like a free round. Like
That's true.
So
yeah.
is dog rounds,
you
and you
can
get those
take a
every
break
5,
and go like get
Okay, yeah, they do have dog rounds too. So
and you get those
on
twice
D
as
Machine.
often.
Yeah,
on D machine.
yeah.
Every
you have to
5
play
rounds,
the
you get a dog
Well,
round.
do you start getting hellhounds on Firebase? Like after
yeah.
what is it like round
Those
35 or
hellhounds
something?
piss me off, dude.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the
they
plague
are
hounds.
really annoying, but
the dogs
I
were
like
terrible.
they're so much better than plague hounds. I fucking hate plague hounds.
Yeah, okay,
I don't know what it is
I don't
about
like
them, but I
either one,
don't
though.
like them.
Hopefully with PhD when that comes out, they add it to where you don't take tick damage from them anymore after you kill them. Because
Is that
every
what
time,
PhD does? It saves you from like status effects.
yeah, it takes away any explosive damage. It used to take away fall damage, but now we have that in stamina. But
Mhm.
it's
do you-
pretty much just like,
So with Mule Kick, right? That's a new perk being added.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I'm not mixing
Yeah.
up my perks. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm very casual at like zombies in general, so I don't know all the old.
absolutely right, sir.
But when you upgrade it with the Aether crystals, what else do you think they're gonna add?
We'll know tomorrow. They're revealing all of it and like
But what's your speculation?
probably more ammo. I mean, there's some leak tiers out there, but usually, I
Yeah.
mean, it gives you an additional weapon, so it's gonna have something to do with weapons. So it's probably gonna, like we've speculated before, drop ammo, allow you to have additional slots for like special items, stuff like that, other weapons, stuff
Yeah.
like that, for the most part.
I feel like they're also gonna add like faster weapon swap.
I think
that'd be
Stamina Up does
sick.
that. Or not Stamina Up, doesn't Speak Hole? Someone already does that, does it not?
I feel like
One
it,
of them-
it would
one
have
of
given
them's like a gung ho,
additional
isn't it?
because with the 3 weapons, like cycling through them, I feel like
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know,
yeah. Because I
maybe.
would hope for that too. Because that's the main reason why I don't use Mule Kick. I'm excited for it, but I don't know, unless I'm using two wonder weapons or something like that. I'm probably
Yeah.
still gonna rock 2 weapons, but I'm still gonna use Mule Kick. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably just not gonna pick up a 3rd weapon.
there isn't a perk limit in Cold War, so you can
There's
just
not.
pick up everything.
but I
besides
still don't
Tombstone.
buy Tombstone.
Yep.
Hell no.
It's not even worth it.
That is
When it
one.
first came out, I was like, "Oh, sick, a new perk," and then it's
Oh man, this is a
fuck is it?
poop
It's not.
perk
It's
ever.
useless.
That's why I don't like
only time
Firebase-Z, probably because they came out with Tombstone.
The only
Yeah, they
time you
would.
use Tombstone
they
is
added
if you're trying to get
Tombstone.
something specific from like trials and you don't want to get Tombstone out of it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's probably the only time I've accidentally gotten Tombstone, or
Yeah,
if I'm in
I'll grab
Outbreak.
it if like I'm trying to get like the rake hair or something, and I'm just
Yeah.
constantly just rolling perks. So I'll just like, all right, well, I'll just fucking buy Tombstone and go with it.
100%.
I think I know a reason why a lot of people don't like Mule Kick. Mule Kick is fundamentally better on mouse and keyboard than what it is on controller because of how it works. And it's one of the things I realized first. One of the first things I realized when I switched over to PC is how much better Mule Kick plays on a mouse than what it does on a keyboard. Because my biggest complaint of Mule Kick is I can't swap to any weapon when I want to. On
True.
console, you got to swap. The mouse wheel goes back and forward. So it's like, oh, I want to go to my Ito, that's forward. Oh, I want to go to my other wonder weapon, that's down. You can control, out of the 3 weapons, the exact one you want to swap to. Where on console, it's swap. Oh, nice, isn't it? Swap again. And a lot of times when you're high rounding on console, it gets you killed. It's like, oh, I need my wonder weapon right now. And it's like, oh, this isn't, nope. And fumbling around with it.
I didn't even consider that, but I feel like they
It's
would also
huge,
add
game
like
changing.
the faster weapon swap because
Would
of
help.
that.
Yeah.
Or just give
Just
you options
specifically
to
for-
cycle through them on console with different keybinds. Because on PC, it's easy. You can immediately go to what you want
like
every
you
single
have
time.
all your numbers. You can go 1, 2, 3. You can scroll up and down. You can
Yep.
even just like macro it probably.
My favorite thing I'm hoping to figure out with Mule Kick is using 2 melee weapons and still having like an AR, because it usually it takes like the E-tool or something. But
3
if I have
melee
an E-tool
weapons.
and like a sledgehammer, which one is it going to take priority? Which is what I don't know yet. You know?
Probably the one. It's probably going to be some simple just calculation. If it's whatever's in your next
say
slot,
you
if you were to
have-
press Y.
Say you have oh yeah, I guess. Well, but then what if you want to use the other weapon? You have to
Then
like
get
how you
rid of
gonna
the.
swap
Why
it
would you have
around?
2 knives then? If you were specific on it, get rid of the other one.
No, I know.
Get
but
over
that
it.
Just,
Can't
just,
get rid
I
of the
feel like that's
sledgehammer.
like something I don't know.
Yeah, it would be interesting to test.
Possible. Yeah.
I
'cause
mean,
now
I'll
you can do,
test
like,
it, but
multiple.
it's probably
You
just gonna be
guys thinking
whatever
about,
you
like, a
swap
double
to
Dark
next.
Aether in one game now.
Do a triple.
2 weapon triple.
Go to round
3 weapons at
17.
once, dude. Could you imagine?
Oh.
That would take so long.
Yeah. you'd
That
on,
would
like,
be
300.
exhausting.
100 something rounds for sure.
I can't play this game for too long. As of right now, I can only play for so long, and then I kind of like mentally check out.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
definitely just gets like mind numbing after a point.
Probably
'Cause
spend more time watching Orta behind me than playing the game. Like, in the walking screen, I've watched that a lot for some reason.
So I've spent so much time just sitting in kernels shooting in like a straight line.
Yeah.
Like it's satisfying because you can just like mow through them and everything. But after a while,
Yeah.
it's like this is the same shit.
That's why I need that Mauer der Toten map. There's gonna be so many different aspects, so many different parts of the map, so many things to do.
What are you looking for in Mauer? Like what
Content.
like specific
Yeah,
things on the map? Like you know how Firebase is good for like grinding all camos. Like you can do the Dark Aether one game.
I'm looking for map personality still. Like
Yeah.
I want something that I feel like engulfed in. Like I want to be a part of the map. Like I want to feel like, okay, whoa, like you know, you go to any room in Firebase-Z, you're just gonna look at it and it's like, who cares? But if you go to like any other Call of Duty and you look at any room, you're like, wow, this is like a completely different feel to like even like the outside room. You know what I mean? It's gonna just have like different aspects to it and like cool callbacks to story and all this other stuff. I just hope that this time around, like, I don't know, even if I see a car on fire, I'm gonna be like, whoa, this is
I feel
crazy.
so
Like,
low.
if it's
Yeah.
like a, I don't know, like a Dark Aether car just floating in the middle of the sky or some crazy, like, whatever it is, I want
I
to feel
feel
like a
like-
Travis Scott concert.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Oh,
funny.
yeah, I mean-
Call of Duty starts doing concerts.
Oh my god, dude.
That's another thing. Not to like fucking go all the way back,
No,
but
this
Fortnite
is-
had
this is fair.
concerts in it. Like
Fortnite had the biggest
That was
concert
amazing,
ever.
dude.
It was
Yeah.
like 12 million people in one like what was it, 2 or something like that?
and events and stuff like that. They popularized events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you
Like
think Fortnite has these,
Fortnite's got to be up there, if not on like the Mount Rushmore of like game development and ideas.
Totally.
It's in line to get up there.
That's a good way to call it.
I
For
never
the
played
game
it,
development, Mount
but
Rushmore.
I definitely think it pretty much changed gaming forever. It's the only
Yeah,
reason
exactly.
games have.
Like you can, like people hate on it all you want, but like it's done so much for games. Like with how popular the game was, it forced anything you can play a game on to have cross compatibility. So you see
Yeah.
that in all games. Like even like Sony they're also super protective of all their stuff. They don't like
Yeah, for
crossplay.
sure.
They don't like
Oh my
sharing
God.
their IPs.
Sony is weird, dude.
Yeah.
Sony is so gross. Like the way that
they're
treat-
like
they don't
like
even want us
baby
to have
Nintendo.
Spider-Man. Like, let me have Spider-Man,
Yeah,
bro.
get Spider-Man out here.
Nah,
That's
you
so
good, bro.
whack how they do that.
Yep.
I don't know why they sold the rights to Spider-Man out of anybody too, though. They could
Because
have
love
like what,
Spider-Man.
like take Black Widow.
No,
They
I-
had
I
all
love-
of Marvel
bro.
at one
We
point. I'm
keep
pretty
Scarlett
sure.
Johansson. You have Black Widow. You know what I mean?
I think they had the opportunity to get all of Marvel at one point. I could be wrong, but
Didn't they have
Yeah, I
like
think
Marvel
so.
Alliance back in the day? You guys ever play that?
Oh,
that was on
yeah,
both
yeah.
platforms though. Marvel Alliance was fun though. Really old
was cool.
game. I think honorable mention for the Mount Rushmore of games, I would probably put CS:GO on there as well.
mm-hmm.
CS:GO
huge for
had
PC.
Gambling.
Yeah,
Not just
Totally.
CS:GO, like
Loot
just
boxes.
CS in general.
yeah,
boxes.
CS,
Like
yeah.
like CS Source was probably like the most popular.
Because of Gmon.
Gmod too. That's huge.
Gmod is another one as well. Yeah, Gmod. Probably wouldn't say TF2 as much, even though that community is huge, but it didn't have like the global effect that these other ones have. Like,
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
if my
for
mom
sure.
knows about the game, then I'd say that's a pretty big game. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
CS was also another game that got me like really into playing like PC. Like when like you play Minecraft, you know, you can play Minecraft for so long and then you're just like I'm bored. Like Minecraft's like a once a year game where you go on like a binge and you're like, okay, I'll see you next year.
Yeah,
Like-
oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So that's when I got into playing CS:GO. I was watching like these YouTubers play it. I was like, okay, let me get it. Like my grandma got me like a Steam card or something, and I took the Steam card, bought CS with the remaining money. I bought cases. My very first case, I opened a Karambit Marble Fade.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got
So-
streamer
so-
loot, bro.
I had no idea
got
like what
early.
it was
What
worth
the-
or anything. This is when the Steam market cap was at like $400. So I sold it for $400 when I probably could have sold it for like 700, 800 on like OP skins or whatever.
Right
Oh,
now,
wow.
you could probably sell that thing for like
Well, it's worth way more now than it was then.
Oh, yeah.
But
Jeez,
even
okay,
then,
that's
I was still
fair, yeah.
selling it for a low price of 400.
Dang.
So what I did
Yeah.
with that is
Crazy.
with that money, I bought all my friends the game. So I was getting,
Oh, that's what I'm
so
talking about.
I was getting my friends into playing like PC games, like more into like, cause it was just me basically, and like whoever had Minecraft playing like PC stuff.
Yeah.
So I was getting my console friends who had computers to like start hopping on PC and playing that. So that's like what really started it.
He put
and
the
then-
whole hood on right there.
And then like CS was a game that I started with Minecraft on my channel, and then I went to CS:GO, and I played the shit out of CS:GO. I have probably well over like 1,000 hours in it. I have like a Smurf account for whenever like my friends needed to play or whatever, and they didn't have like ranked, or
Yeah.
I like somebody gets banned or something like that. We were so into CS.
I would say another game that's also just as big, maybe obviously more for PC, but Rust. If Rust was a game that was available for like if the only reason why I feel like a lot of games don't get the global scale is because they're like platform specific or something,
Yep.
or they didn't have crossplay. But I feel like Rust that's why Warzone's big now, is because it's crossplay and all this other stuff. But like
Yeah, for sure.
if Rust was one of those things, it would have went crazy off because of it. Rust has endless content. You'll never play Rust the same ever. No matter how you play, you'll always have a different experience every time you load into it. That's why that's one of my favorite games of all time for sure.
I never
I
really
have
got
yet
too
to
into
touch it.
Rust.
You haven't got into
Neither.
it?
Nope.
I probably played it like twice. I think.
I would
I
love
probably
to play
got on the
Rust
train
with you
late.
guys.
I don't even have it.
There is no late because it's always going to be the same game. That's also another game that feels really consistent as well. Like it's always going to be fundamentally the same. You're going to start off the same way. It's like, I mean, I would say it didn't necessarily like, it wasn't super innovative. It's still a survival game, right? Minecraft did it first.
Yep.
Let's be honest. But
Mhm.
like, it's still like it's one of the ones that like took the Minecraft concept and like put it way more realism behind it, you know, and like that's why it was one of those huge games. I feel like
That's
endless
like,
content though.
that's like a retirement game. Once I'm done with CS, I'll go live out in the forest there.
definitely go play Rust. You'll have fun. I'm telling you. It's a good one, yeah.
Those survival games were so huge then.
They
Like
came out with a
Minecraft.
different one every year.
Minecraft did it, and
every
there was,
year,
like-
like every week. Every week there was a new
They had the
Twitch
Forest,
topping.
Raft, Ark. What else? Like
There's so many that I just
There-
never.
on
God, I
Xbox
hate
before
Ark.
Minecraft got on there, or it was probably even after Minecraft got on there. There was another like Minecraft clone called like Castle Miner Z.
Yep.
Oh
where
my
you get
gosh,
like
I
guns and
love
stuff,
that.
and there's like dragons and all that. Like I already had
Really?
Minecraft, so I was like not interested in that. But I saw a lot of my friends playing that didn't have it.
Really?
Like
I played a
anytime,
ton of it, dude.
like I feel like you can really tell what games are like the staples and like are innovative when you start seeing like clones pop up like that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. 100%.
and when you're saying like Warzone being free to play, guess what game really popularized that? Fortnite.
we all know that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for
So like
sure.
Fortnite created the model of all the games that we're playing today. They created the whole
You name
we're
it.
gonna make this free. You're gonna give us microtransactions whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
But
look at
It's
Apex.
not like they're all cosmetic though. That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
The fact that
Like,
you don't
you
have
don't
to
need to
pay
buy it.
for better weapons or anything.
Yeah.
You could play the game and be just as good as anybody else. I love it.
But the games like that and even CS was pretty cheap, and I think they made it free to play not too
It's
long
free to play
ago.
now, yeah.
But like it was only like a $15 game or something, and then you get on there and you see people like flipping their knives around. And you're like, oh shit!
It really
and then you go to look
inspires
at a
you.
knife, and you're like, oh, that's $600.
That's the only reason why I buy bundles in COD
Worth it.
now. Because I see
Yeah.
Lego, they're like, yo, this bundle is super sick. This is a hot rod on your car. And I'm like, damn, I need that. Oh,
you,
I
need
get
some,
that.
you need some yo merch, Lego. I
Yeah.
feel like anytime like I'll even pop in the stream for a second, you just yo.
Yeah. It starts in the pocket of the shirt, right?
Just gets
the
bigger.
Y. And then it just goes across the whole thing. Is,
Loops around the body.
yeah. So he's just like, what's up? And he starts spinning around.
It's not even merch at that point. You just start your fashion line.
Yeah.
Lego Fresh.
That would be sick, dude.
Oh man.
I need that.
So
I need
I
that.
look, probably would get it.
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to ask you, Jmoney, like when did your like actual YouTube career start? Because I know you started uploading those Minecraft videos, but when would you think that you started like, all right, now I'm gaining traction, something's happening here? When did that happen for you?
Well, I was always like kind of like I'd do like a video a month or whatever. It was something fun to do. I like doing it. Like it would just be I'd play games with my friends and I'd cut that up into like, oh, that's funny. I wanted something to like look back on and be like, oh, this is what we were doing like, I don't know, 2015 playing whatever. And so then games like Iron Sight, like the COD PC, like for multiplayer wasn't very good up until like Black Ops 4, and then that game wasn't good. Like it just ran,
Bro,
it ran well. So instead of like Black Ops 4, I played Iron Sight, which is like a free to play, like FPS. I don't even think I think it just recently got on Steam, but it's not really big in America. It's more like Asia based now. But that's what got me into playing like Call of Duty. So I would play Iron Sight all the time. I played a little bit of Black Ops 4. I probably played it for like a month and I was bored of it.
Same.
And then like I have this job. I don't want to get too deep into my job because I don't want to accidentally like dox myself. But I've been working from home since like before the pandemic. I'm like, okay, well,
nice.
I've always wanted to do content, like be a content creator. Like I've always loved making videos. And I've been I'm 22. When everything started, I was like 20. And I was like, okay, well, I'm getting up there. I better just put everything I have into this and actually give a full attempt at like making YouTube videos, making content. So like early, it wasn't even like early. It was almost like midway through Modern Warfare's like life cycle where I was making Modern Warfare videos here and there, like all funny moment stuff. And then I actually started like grinding like camos like for the first time. Before this Modern Warfare, I think I only had one gun gold in COD like ever. And that was like the UMP in Modern Warfare 2. I probably got that by accident because that was the only gun I would use. So I started grinding guns and then I started grinding them like really fast. Like it's really fun to grind camos for me. Like it's
exactly what
the gameplay's there and it's fun. Like just going around like messing people up. Like Modern Warfare was like easy. And and then like I would start getting camos really fast. My friends were like, oh, like how are you getting these done fast? I'm like, oh, let me just make a guide. And I started making like camo guides. And the first one I did was the how to get like the ARs gold fast or whatever for Modern Warfare. And then that started like taking off. And then I started seeing like sub growth. I saw like it was like one of my first videos to hit like over 1,000 views or something within like a week, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. So
Damn.
I started like pumping out videos. I would be sitting there, I'd be writing scripts like all day. Like, okay, if you want to grind this camo, you go here, you do that. And I'd also throw in like, I didn't want it to just be like, because when I would look at guides and people would be like, oh, do this, do that. It would be like a 30-minute video of them explaining everything in like painstakingly like boring detail, where I would just give every little thing that you needed. And I would also try to put in like, make it entertaining. I would do like, try to throw in jokes where I could, like little things in the game that would like irritate me or like piss me off or whatever.
Yeah.
I would just like have fun with it. So I started doing that, and like that took off. So I started doing like every single like class for it, and then like Damascus as a whole and all that. And then after that, I was kind of like burnt out, because I was constantly, those videos take forever to make, because I wanted to have a very specific, like if I'm talking about going for long shots on shoot house, like I would show me like in shoot house in the middle, like mounted up, going for that. Anytime I talk about anything, I wanted it a very specific clip, like for just the visual aspect of what I was saying, and not just like gameplay while I'm talking over it like the other guys I saw. So I would have to write the script. Well, first I'd have to grind the gun. I'd have to like sit there and think about it, like, okay, I did this, this, and this. Write the script, go through, record the whole script, and that takes forever, because I'll just sit there and stutter or mess up, or I won't like how I did a take. Like my very first guide, I sound shaky because I was like so nervous even just doing it, because it was such a new concept for me. Like, and then putting that all together, like color, I would even like color grade it. Like I would put so much work into these videos, and it just burnt me out, because like then people are like, oh, do the Joker again, like we need more tips on the Joker. It's like, it's not that hard, dude, just go fucking I mean, it's hard, but like, well, I'm gonna hold your hand through it.
Do it for me, bro. That's
like constantly
how much
yeah,
I don't know, it was a whole lot like of people just like, how do I do this, and it's like, it's great, like I love that people were asking me to do it, but it was like overwhelming. The amount of stuff. And then I didn't have time really to even play with my friends, what I like to do. I didn't have time for like anything, but it would take a whole week to make this video, and it'd be constant like, play Modern Warfare, use this gun, get this specific footage, do all that. And I just got like burnt out on it. Kind of took like a little break.
Became a chore too much, and then
it became more of like a chore than to than fun. It lost its fun.
Yeah, so you gotta be careful of. But it's also, it's like a bittersweet feeling, I'm sure, because you see the growth from it. But alternatively speaking, you have to, you're like, damn, like I wish I could just, either just load into the game and just enjoy myself and not worry about if I'm making the content correct.
Exactly.
Or sleep.
And then this is a thing that usually it's starting to get talked about more. But like with content creators, like the mental health aspect of it, because like a lot of these people, they're all like, I had people asking me like earlier in my stream, like, where's Sam? Is Sam okay? Because he hasn't uploaded a video in a week. It's like, these content creators are expected to put out videos every single day, and like do all this just to like stay not only like relevant, but like keep people like coming. So it takes a lot, especially with people that are working like full time, trying to like juggle it. Like these people have lives. Like
I feel you, dude. That's a huge thing that needs to be talked about.
Yeah, and then like, so you do what you like, and then like if you love doing it, then you do it, and then it gets to the point where it's like, well, I'm not having fun with this. So you switch directions, and then you see like numbers drop off, and then you start feeling bad about it. You're like, what am I doing wrong here? Like,
yeah, and it's a real question. It's not like you're worried about views or anything, but it's a real thing. It's like, you're passionate about it. That's how it would be with any job.
Nobody like really cares about like views and what you get out of it. Like, you like to see growth, you like to see progression.
100%.
And once you get that progression, you get that growth, and you see it start to slow down or fall off, or like other things happen, you feel like shit.
Yeah.
You feel like nothing's going right, and then YouTube, those little fucks, they don't help either. When you go on your dashboard and you see like, oh, this video is the worst one you put out, your last 10.
This one's a 10 out of 10. Like, what's going on here? And then I'll tell you the little big bar at the top. It's like, this video
all gray. And then they put their little suggestion, like maybe try doing this.
Maybe a new thumbnail would help. And
when you get that, YouTube myself.
Yeah, when you get that full bar up there, it's like, it's a little weird. This video, your audience is showing less interest. They're not watching as long, and it lists off all these things. Like, dang, okay.
Yeah. They're like, your ass in this category, and this category.
Like, what do you do on this one? You try
this one instead.
Like, what?
And then it'll hit you with that little dopamine. When you get that 1-on-1, you see the fireworks, you're like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
it's a really weird, especially because it's such a foreign thing, right? This hasn't really been a thing for as long as someone who's a welder or someone who works retail. Like, this is like a real new like concept that's ever evolving, right? Because with the addition of like TikTok, things going viral, and even now the pandemic, I'm sure you guys seen your numbers like going up from the pandemic itself, right? Like, a lot of things are constantly moving your guys' market all the time, and it's hard to either keep up or just keep your feet steady, you know?
There's a lot of factors that go into it, and then you also have to, like, the work, like, you can always just do the work. The work's not the difficult part. It's like finding the balance, because like you have to also keep yourself happy while you're doing it. Because if you're just constantly grinding stuff out like a zombie, then the content's not going to be good. The videos aren't going to do well. You're feeling like shit. So you kind of have to, like, at least for me, like step away a little bit and then come back when you feel it.
Yeah.
Like that. Even the things that can, like, there's so many things that go into the industry. It's like you said, the pandemic and everything can buff things up. And it's like, if a game isn't perceived well or whatever, that also brings things down. Like, it can have like little effect on you.
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear, is that Vanguard's going to suck. If that sucks, then I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know where I'm going to pivot.
Like, at the start of Cold War, and I was just making those guides. And then, like, I already talked about how long those guys take to make, and it was the same process for Cold War. And then I make one video of me actually, like, getting the gun gold and doing that, like, to the kind of style of video I have now. And that, like, that was doing better than the guys. So I'm like, why am I even doing these? So we switched off of that. It's a whole thing. And then that starts going down, and people are like, oh, where's this? Where's that? It's a whole roller coaster you got to go through.
Yeah, it's a lot of stress. I don't think people really understand. There's a lot of stress that people, like, content creators, put on themselves. I don't necessarily make YouTube videos because I don't do them yet, but that's also a huge, like, YouTube alone is a lot, but streaming is also, like, you have to put in, like, literal hours that, like, when YouTube, you can kind of take breaks and, like, you know, pause, but, like, streaming itself it's difficult. Coming home from, like, 6 to 8 hours of working.
Oh, yeah.
Then hopping on and streaming for another 3.
Then hopping on and streaming for however long, you know, it's like, damn, like, you're not getting any sleep. It's weird to take your lunch breaks. It doesn't feel right, especially me right now. If I'm at like a smaller growth stage, but it's like, it feels like you wanted to take off, but you're too afraid to, like, take the leap, and that's the hard step.
It is probably the hardest part about it, is, like, actually, like, okay, I'm gonna put, like, my full force effort into this. And if it doesn't work right away, then you already start to, like, feel, like, discouraged. And
it's so mental. It's so mental.
It's a huge, like, you got to be really mentally tough. And even if, like, you're not, like, you have to have the thought process behind, like, okay, let me just take a step back. But the thing that really pisses me off when people put you in this box, like, oh, you just play games. It's like, no. I play this game, and while I'm playing this game, I'm commentating, I'm doing this. I've spent time learning this game so I could talk about it. And not only are you doing that, you're recording it. You're figuring out, like, how to edit, how to make thumbnails. You're the whole operation, unless you got people 100%. Working under you. So 100%. It's not like I play a game and I'm done for the day. It's, you record the game. If you don't like the recording, you redo it. Then you have to take all that, put it into your editing software, chop it all up, fix the audio, fix the colors, render it, and then you have to know how, like, there's so much that goes into. You have to know the exact aspect ratio that goes into whatever platform you're uploading on, how to promote yourself on that platform, like tags, thumbnails, what to put in descriptions.
Yeah.
And then promoting yourself on other social media platforms. It's like, it's a whole business, and it's just like one person doing it, and people like to put you in the box of just like, oh, you play games.
I can't stand that either. I know a lot of people, they always ask me like, oh, like what do you like? Because you have to take it very serious. In order, you have to take that full-fledged leap. You have to take it very serious as a job. And for some people to just be like, oh, you play games, that's cool, but it's like there's so much more work behind it.
Yeah,
it's super mentally draining too.
They'll just like, oh, you're a gamer. It's like, well, I'm a gamer. I'm like a video producer. I'm like a graphic artist. Like, you have to have all these jobs combined, and then people just like,
as well as an internet personality. You know, you have to still have to be entertaining at the end of the day. Now, a lot
anyone
of
can just play a game.
Yeah, that's what I tell people all the time.
Can you play a game? Can you make it entertaining? Can you make it like watchable?
Yeah, the only thing separating you from literally everyone else on the platform, and it's super competitive. Like,
so
there's only a certain market.
One of the
of
hardest
watching.
industries to break into now.
That is very true. You have to get a lot of people to.
It's like, think about saturated. Like in other creative aspects, like music and film and all that, people are like, oh wow, they're so good. They do all this work, and then YouTube's just looked at like, oh, that's just somebody doing whatever in their room.
There's so many more moving parts than YouTube, in my opinion. Music, you don't even make the own beat sometimes. You don't have to. If you're a rapper, you go into the studio, say your words, and then someone mixes and masters the song for you. There's an engineer in the booth. There's also the producer.
Then you also have the artist for the album cover, the song art. You have them market everything.
I mean, that's only when you're at a certain stage, though. If you're starting off in that industry, you're doing it all yourself. Like once you get once you get like 1 million subs, you're probably having someone edit it. You're probably having someone make the thumbnail. Probably giving you the script too. You just gotta.
But then I'm also like a person, like you said yourself that you are too. I'm the person that feels like I want to put as much me into this video as possible.
Yeah, I gotta edit my own video.
For somebody else to do that, you won't get that same feeling. You know what I mean?
Like in things like music and stuff, like it's a lot easier to hand off those processes to other people because there's other people who have sat there and mastered that thing. Yeah. But with YouTube and stuff, it becomes so personal, and like you said, like you want to put you into it. That's hard to like give up those reins and have it be the way you want it. It's such like it's a very like you oriented thing.
Yeah, 100%. It's got to be you, and it's like you can't really just give it away. You have to do it, and you have to like be in it as well. You know, it's like directing your own movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And being in it at the same time. It's like it's a very really hard thing to juggle, in my opinion. I'm not.
I don't even know how you're doing it, Lego. I know you still work. I don't know if it's like part time or whatever. You don't have
20 hours a week.
Yeah, it's but you're still hardly like getting sleep and stuff.
I just don't sleep. That's
He's a robot, bro.
I'll start the render, and while the video's
it's a lot
render,
of hard work, and I commend
nap.
you for it. You definitely deserve that 100K. You've busted your ass. But like, how do you balance all this stuff?
I stopped playing Pokemon Go. That's where all the time was.
That'll free up some time.
I don't know. I mean, I wake up. The first thing I do is like, all right, they release anything on Twitter? No. All right, let's sit down and because I'll have a few videos. Like usually when I make videos, I'm like, all right, I need a few videos that I can have ready to go. These are like I usually that with custom zombies. We'll do 3 or 4 custom zombie videos in a row, and I'll just let those sit. And if it's a day, it's like, all right, I can't record anything today. I'll sit, edit that, and that will be my video for the day. Those are always in the back. I've got one that's in the back right now, ready to be edited, pushed out at any point in time. But I mean, I plan ahead. I've got a whiteboard here, and I mean, I'll wake up, I'll make a video while that one's rendering. I'll eat, I'll use the bathroom, come back, make the thumbnail, post it, and then I'll be like, all right, video number 2. And I'll start working on that. Sometimes that one gets pushed off to the next day. That's why there's not double uploads every day. If that one gets half done, it's like, all right, time to stream. And that one gets pushed off to the next day, and then it's just a big cycle. You wake up, you video.
It's an all-day thing every day.
All day. I wake up.
Okay. So I've seen like other YouTubers talk about this and everything. Do you find yourself actually eating 3 meals a day, getting 8 hours of sleep, doing all this shit?
It's a lot of snacking throughout the day, probably around 3 meals worth of food, but I don't know if it's usually in between videos. Definitely not 8 hours of sleep. It's more like 4 hours, 6 hours of sleep. If it's a good night, if I'm getting 6 hours a good night, that's a good night of sleep.
I feel like that's just the life of a gamer, though. Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, gaming definitely prepares you for it a bit.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there's most days I'm eating like 1.5, 2 meals a day. I'll sleep like 6 hours. Like the day in a life of somebody who's constantly like making content is just nothing but sitting on your fucking ass, grinding.
Yep.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
It's important to exercise as well. I've been
really slacking on that.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna put like push-ups or something in my channel point rewards, just because like or jumping jack, whatever. Maybe I'm not gonna
Jumping jack.
Ooh. I might have to just see like, hey guys, like if you guys want to see me just jumping jacks, like it's gonna be 10
squats facing away from the camera.
Yeah. Something like that. But it's really important to keep your mental health in check, your physical health, and your social health as well. These are three important things that I mean, I'm not the most renowned or, established creator, but I feel like these are certain things that like anybody who's trying to look into this field has to understand that like this is something that's going to fall off if you don't really maintain it. Like,
yeah,
as well as the content as well. It's a lot harder in my opinion, but
it is a huge amount of work.
Yeah, you can't just take a week off. If you're going to take a week off, you got to plan months in advance, get videos ready to go, because that week's killer.
Do you ever feel like Lego, you can't like go anywhere, do anything without having all the shit ready ahead of time?
Exactly.
Like, if you miss 2 days of streaming in a row, like what is your mental like? Are you like, fuck, like? I
don't know. I haven't done it. Like, I'm going to stream tonight after this podcast's over, because I'm not missing a night either. Like, that's even working on the PC, like I don't know. Like I miss a day or so every once in a while streaming, but definitely not 2 days in a row. That's
Bro, yeah, like, he could have missed his birthday. I mean, had to step in for that too. He's got to get one.
Of course, they released the freaking roadmap on my birthday for season 4, and it's like, well, that's the one day that I told my girlfriend we'd spend all day together. We'd go out of town and do stuff, and it's like
I wish COD would like schedule their shit ahead of time, so I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I'm not doing shit that day.
Well, that's also the thing. You gotta jump on and stuff. You can't really have a schedule at all.
Your schedule's always gonna be fucked. You don't know when something's gonna drop.
Dictated to COD. Like right now, like the most important, the most pivotal point of my day is 12 o'clock every day to Treyarch tweet something. Like that is the most pivotal part of my day. That decides what I'm doing for today. Depending on what they tweet, structures my entire day.
Yeah.
So
I can get that. That's
so much shit.
I think this is a good point to, I guess, conclude. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
I love having you guys on.
Hour and 18 minutes. I've been paying attention.
An hour and 15.
This is the longest one we're gonna have so far.
It's really same time, dude. I started streaming an hour and 18 minutes ago, bro. What you talking about?
Oh, okay. It's still longer than the last one.
No,
it's still
I'm pretty sure our longest was, I think, 120.
It doesn't feel that long. I don't feel like we've been here this long.
You want to go for another hour then?
Oh yeah. What y'all want to talk about sex next or no?
What's good?
Where do babies come from, Lego?
I don't know.
Storks.
Make a video on that.
Where do babies come?
All right, and welcome back, guys. We're gonna be showing you guys how babies are made.
And today we're gonna be having sex with Maxis.
I need that.
Hey, that's Sam's girl. Don't be talking about Maxis. All right.
They never got married. You don't know what's going on there.
Okay, yeah.
The marriage was dropped.
Thank you so much, Jmoney, for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we definitely got to do this again. I loved having Jmoney. This was a good podcast.
That was cool.
We had a very good topic about content, mental health.
I feel like a lot of the topics. I feel like the Minecraft topic. I'm glad that we had a full podcast where we very little talked about zombies. I feel like this was very much approaching on being
so late into it too. People are be pissed.
Yeah. They're like sports talk.
Fine, it has a start.
Sports talk. The average zombie.
If you don't want to watch the podcast, you don't got to. You know what I mean? It's also like it's a spot for us to be ourselves at.
Exactly.
And
we'll talk about zombies, but the point is, this podcast is gonna be around after I'm talking about zombies. Is the goal. So
yeah, you got to talk about that shit all day. It's nice to like actually speak on other aspects
like
of
Minecraft and other stuff. Yeah, I love that. Just talking my stuff. But yeah,
Minecraft server.
With that, boys, I think we're gonna officially wrap her up here. We've got everyone's links in the description. We got Jmoney, we got Left, we got Silky, and as always, podcast will be on Spotify, and it is always streamed on Silky's Twitch. So his channel for that will be in the description below. And yeah, that's it, boys. We're out.
What?
This guy.
Lego, where are you oriented on your screen?
Right here. You're above me.
Your bottom left?
I'm a bottomer, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, of course you are.
I'm trying to like reach down and grab you. Hold on. We have something similar that you could like throw up there and I could grab. We could be doing some like video magic.
Oh my.
Do you got a water bottle?
I have like this kind of water bottle.
It'll change colors, but it'll work. It'll work.
Oh, here, let me send it back down.
Oh.
Almost
I don't know where to go with it because my hand just
out.
stuck up
That did
here
not
after
work
I send it to you.